get into the stream. Keep that up and keep that minimized. I guess I should do. Hopefully the fan is not being picked up. May have to turn it down for just a little bit, but what I'm gonna do is put this over here. And move you temporarily over here. So that way I can at least see it. But that up. So yes, we are going to be getting into a reaction soon enough. Let me unmute the desktop audio for that one. Mute it for this one. Let me see if I can well, let me at least unmute it just to see. Let me at least unmute it just to see if there's anything coming through. No, it's only on that one. What happens if I plug the earphones in? Would it still work? Because my mic is being picked up. Let me see if I unmute this. So no, it doesn't. Something iffy going on. Let me change the properties on this. Would that work? No, it doesn't. Right now we're just in the pre-show, so it should be like another hour before we get into it, but want to go ahead and get this started. Might as well go ahead and claim that bonus. Okay, I am definitely having some audio trouble here. Maybe I should close. If I do this again, no, it does not work. Okay, something definitely iffy going on. I may not be able to react to this normally. I may actually have to switch on over to Xbox, which I do not want to do. Fuck. Okay, but you all heard the music, so I don't know what's going on.
Experiencias inolvidables y atesorar.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So I guess I just don't need a, for some reason it's just working on its own. So let me do that again, just to make sure. Okay, because I had desktop audio muted for the first monitor, not for this one. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's speaking of monitor, let's go ahead and jump on over to monitor 2 real quick. This is what we have up so far with the stream. Let me turn the camera back on. Okay. I have it muted for right now, but let me put you over here. Or should I put it down in the corner? Right here. But then I can miss something down here. Or would I? No, I don't think I would. I'll just leave it down here. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, so this is not my first reaction stream, but this is gonna be my first one that I've done on YouTube. I know I've done one on Twitch, but this will be my first time doing this on YouTube, and hopefully everything is fine and dandy now. Now, let me just make sure on the advanced audio properties real quick. Okay, cool. I'm actually getting pretty hungry. I'm not gonna be honest. I probably should have made food before I stepped into this. I will be right back. I am going to go ahead and get some food, come back, and we'll watch the rest of the stream together. So just bear with me for a moment. Okay, I'm back. I'm ready to do this. So, I'm not sure if I want to go ahead and unmute this, but I may actually just minimize Discord for now. But as for my food that I got, went to Culver's yesterday. Apparently, my home city has a Culver's. Definitely see what all the hype is about. It's very good over there. Oh boy. Probably shouldn't have cooked it in there for too long. Very, very good. I'm gonna go ahead and unmute this real quick.
Creating something that people feel comfortable in, they feel like they can be their authentic selves in. This game and this community constantly reminds me that we're not guardians just in name, we truly are bearers of light.
what they bring to the table here.
Being a guardian to me has shown me how important it is to stand up for what's right and to defend those who are oppressed and marginalized, just like Bungie continues to do every single day. So thank you, Bungie, for being real life guardians to me and everyone else across the world. The way that you stand up for social justice issues and make sure that everyone in your circle is loved and cared for is truly inspiring. I know that it dictates the way that I live my life on a day-to-day basis. Thank you so much, and eyes up, Guardians.
My name is Xavier, but you guys probably know me as Solar Flare. I make 3D animated skits based off of content in the Destiny universe.
Prepare to return to being a god-killing, time-breaking, paracausal space cowboy.
At first, I created content that I thought was creative, stuff you hadn't seen before, things that would be funny situations, but I didn't know how to produce them. One of my friends suggested to me this program called Blender, and so I tried to learn it myself. I taught myself, I made a video. Solar Flare was the main character, and it went from just being the channel name to being the name of sort of who I am at this point.
Okay guys, we have to be careful. Someone here is possessed by an owl. Who? That's the thing, we don't...
Usually, around 2 a.m. when I'm trying to go to sleep, my brain says, hey, it would be really cool if we went to sleep. But instead, what if we thought about a new video to create?
Hey, Bobby!
Hey, Steven!
The future for Solar, I'm really excited. I'm working on a script and a whole
don't know why that made me laugh.
series of videos. I'm really excited to create an actual cohesive storyline.
So, turns out, Aldrin's sister was actually an evil possessed meatball that was controlled by a magical space dragon that was actually controlled by a hive queen.
The Destiny community feels like a group of friends that you may not live in the same area, but every time you go back, it's like you never left. When you get to know
Pretty
the people
much.
that you're spending your time with, not only does it make every moment with them more valuable, but also you might find yourself going to one of their weddings 5 years from now, just because you decided to send them a friend request after they danced with you in a Crucible match.
Are you really going to tell me that looks more like the letter V than a slice of pizza? It is pepperoni!
It blows me away just how dedicated people are to creating things in this community. It's just so cool to see how passionate people are about all of it.
Man, to check that guy out later. Oh, whoops, excuse me. turn on the Xbox real quick just to see if there's a what is it, a preload already available. I don't think there is, but I'm gonna check anyway. Pulled pork. Close that. I like that logo right there. I really like that logo. You can't see it, but okay, we got about like 26 minutes until the thing starts.
Here's a guy, Savage Universe, who's been in the Destiny community for like 8 years running, probably considered now considered a veteran, and the fact that back in July 2014, I was curious about the game. I was curious about it, and very interested to see what this game, whether this is the game for me, and then to get to a point where I would, get so many dungeon clears, raid clears, go, flawless to the point where I even solo flawless trials. That was two or so weeks ago, and then to meet friends like Vixen, Tony, Lovely Low Live, Zoe, and then to be a mod for Miss Kenna because she's awesome. To have all of that in like 8 years, I wouldn't even believed you back then, but here we are, still living the Guardian life. Amen.
Let me make sure that you guys are getting audio. Let me head on over to YouTube real quick. Let me at least mute this for a little bit. Let me head to this real quick. Okay, wow, that is just trippy. Okay, wow, that is just
for like 8 years running, probably considered now.
Okay, okay. Okay, so I don't need to see that now. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure. So.
Hey, soy Colossus. Desde mis inicios como guardián hace ya 7 años, jamás creí que llegaría tan lejos. He puesto fin a incontables amenazas y he conseguido las armas más exóticas. También he explorado el sistema solar durante años en busca de las respuestas más enigmáticas. Y aunque las encontrara, seguía faltándome algo. Hasta que lo encontré. ¿Sabéis qué forja verdaderamente a un guardián? Los compañeros que están a tu lado en cada aventura, ya sea tu escuadra o tu clan, ser guardián va más allá de uno mismo. Yo junto a mi clan he hecho de todo, desde partidas privadas que acaban en carcajadas hasta culminar una incursión en su modo 24 horas. Si no fuera por ellos, yo no estaría aquí. Es por eso que mi mejor momento en Destiny fue encontrar a mi clan, ya que a partir de ahí, mi destino tuvo sentido.
My hunter's ghost, who I usually main, her ghost's name is Wolf. I don't know why I decided to call her Wolf. It just came to my head one day and I just gave her that. My warlock's ghost name is Inquisitor, but he usually goes by Quiz for short. And then my Titan's ghost name is I can't remember. I think it was like Musashi. I don't know why I went with Musashi, but that's the ghost's name. Oh my god, the Lament. I haven't used the Lament in a long while. I think the only place where I actually use the Lament is Deepstone Crypt, and even then we don't do it that much anymore. Champion Staggering Perk. Okay, so about 19 minutes left. I am very interested to see what they're going to bring to the table. I wonder how Lightfall is going to be. Very interested in the Arc 3.0, especially interested since I main a hunter, the new Arc Super that's coming with it. Apparently, from what Bungie has already said, Arc 3.0 is supposed to like make the hunters like extremely fast, since they usually spec into like mobility. Hunters usually spec into mobility to make them like incredibly fast. Bungie wanted to capitalize on that with Arc 3.0. So whenever you can become amplified or whatnot, you become faster. For Hunters, we get Blink back. I miss Blink so much for the Hunters. And we do get it to a certain extent, but it's only with the Mask of Acris, and even then, it's only for like a Stasis Super. And it's an exotic perk for a helmet, which I don't particularly like.
I want to say one of my biggest memories about playing Destiny happens to be the raids and a lot of the friends that I've made along the way. Fog is my favorite raid. When it came out, I was ecstatic. Again, happy Bungie Day to everybody. I hope everyone's having a great one, and I'll see you in the stars.
I didn't think Anakin was a name in real life. I thought it only existed in Star Wars, but nope, I'm wrong. Now what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Arc 3.0 thing. Making Hunters fast. Mobility, when amplified, going extremely fast. For Hunters, we get Blink back, thank God. And this is the one that I'm interested in. So, we're already moving incredibly fast with Arc 3.0. We could potentially go faster with other exotic armor equipped, something like Stompies or Frosties or whatnot, meant to boost our movement speed. Certain weapons that could boost our movement speed. I'm wondering if this will make like sword skating a little bit easier for Hunters. And if so, if we're going incredibly fast, what would a sword with eager edge do for a Hunter? That right there is what I'm more interested in. That is what I'm more interested in seeing. It's not just oh, I like that image a lot. I like that image a lot. It's not just the Arc Super I'm excited for, the Arc weapons as well. Especially my favorite machine gun of all time, the Thunderlord. I loved it in D1. I love it even more in D2. I think it's going to be one of those top tier weapons for this season, because not only is it stronger now because of Arc 3.0, but also it can intrinsically get overload. So I can have overload machine gun intrinsically with Thunderlord. Then I can have either an anti-barrier scout rifle or the sniper rifle, whichever one of those two. An unstoppable pulse as well. So, pulse, scout, or sniper, and then the Thunderlord for overload champions. So I could potentially have all three equipped at the same time. All three anti-champions. I cannot wait for that. I know Luminarch is also getting overload, but honestly, I could care less about Luminarch. I know it's top tier, but I don't know. I just don't like it. Oh yeah, I also forgot. Bows actually get overload as well. So, Arsenic Bite is a good legendary bow. As for an exotic, Trinity Ghoul I've been hearing thrown around. Oh, 12 minutes left. Whoops. Did not mean to pause it right there. Well, my thing's not buffering. I meant to unmute it.
Right? Probably the creators and streamers that helped you forget that time you dropped your pizza, cheese side down. Or was it the people creating a Destiny universe of their own with stories, art, and literally dressing for the job they want? Maybe you're here for the intellectual discussion, or maybe you're here for the Space Horse. Maybe you're here for the Destiny creators you love so much, Bungie actually got one to do this video. Hi, Mom and Dad. What I'm trying to say is, Destiny 2 is so much more than the game we see in trailers. While many joined for the fantasy, we found a home amongst its people. And in the endgame, we stayed for the discos, the DPS, the grenades, the bad bubbles, burgers, and Tanics behind every corner. Trombone medleys, laser tag, tower names, yeehaws, the dings, the punts, the clutcher kicks, sweeper bots, stasis crystals, cheese spots, raid callouts, pub stomp, ramen, sliding, chicken petting, Galahorn, Sepix Prime, shiny swords,
Thank you so much for joining us today. We are so excited to dive in and talk about just the kind of journey of being a massive Destiny and Bungie fan and what that's like to go from massive fan to actually working at the company.
11 minutes, guys. 11 minutes.
I want to learn about your journeys. How did you get started playing as a player, not as somebody who works here, playing Destiny, and kind of how has that relationship with the game evolved through the years? You know what? T, you and I, we've had many conversations, rich session. I want to hear from you, buddy.
So I've been playing the game for a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
And so, as proof of my, the D1 Alpha veteran status, I have my raid belt here today. So this is my cringe moment where I will be proud.
It's nice to see one in person. I've only seen it on screens and screenshots.
Tell us a little bit about it. Like, how'd you get it? When'd you get it?
So that is the King's Fall World's First belt. Me and my 5 friends, we had, I say used to have, but I think we probably still have it. World's First of fun. Like, whenever we were doing World's First races, it was supposed to be about having fun and showing off the new stuff. And for me, I always loved raiding just because, I'm a problem solver by heart. That's also why I love working here, because that's what I do, is I just kind of solve problems that are really complicated. Yeah. That's really exhilarating. And now is very fun being able to watch others suffer for 24 hours.
Oh yeah.
It is exhausting. So if you are listening to this and you are raiding, or if you're planning on raiding for a long time, drink water, stretch,
bathroom break.
Don't die.
Bathroom breaks.
Thank you.
Nice. Yeah. Don't let that heart rate get too low.
I'm very much with Sam on this in terms of the loving the problem solving and loving to get into that. I really fell in love with Destiny when I started raiding, and that was my moment where I was I grew up playing puzzle games and mystery games, and I love those types of games, and to find that in Destiny and to find that same sort of problem solving, but to do it with a team and to do it with your friends.
I'm on the same page.
Yeah.
I'm totally on the same page. The number one story for me around that is definitely Deepstone. Deepstone, I played all the way through Deepstone with my clan, which was amazing.
When you look back at the history of Destiny, there's so many moments like that, and I'm kind of interested on, is there any characters or story moments that really stick out to you from our history?
I feel like that's Destiny at its best, is when you are learning from it.
Yes.
At least for me, I feel like the journey of Eris. Yes. From D1 and being who are you? What are you doing here?
This is weird chick.
Yeah, it's super creepy, right?
Let's go.
Yeah, but I think seeing where she is now, and then how she's like really helped everyone else. Like a lot of people, I'm a huge Zavala fan. I'm a Titan. It's just like in my blood. So like for me, like seeing Eris like help all of these different characters, seeing Zavala come from where he is, which a lot of people, again, I know some folks that don't really like him that much, but to me, he always just seemed like a really, you know, a father figure who's trying his best for everyone. You know, when Kay died, right? I think like, you know, people were like, what? Like Zavala, why aren't you doing this? X, Y, Z. And then we got to learn more about him. So for me, Zavala is like number one. That his whole character arc, and then Eris and like her character arc, you're all insufferable to then like teaching everybody how to deal with their demons.
Yeah.
I think is
Props to narrative
kind of
too,
crazy.
'cause
Incredible.
Speaking to now in like through season 17, how Eris, she's like one of the epitomes of grief in her whole story, and how she evolved to something where she's like, I had to learn how to deal with grief on my own. And to see her evolve to a character that is like helping people go through their own grief. It's Bungie, what the heck? Like, how do you do
and
this?
how patient she was. Like the fact that like when Crow would stumble or Zavala would stumble, she'd be like, take a step back. Patience. Healing doesn't happen overnight. And
exactly.
I think what we've seen in the last couple of seasons of the incredible narrative team and just diving deeper into all of the characters, I think that's one of my favorite things that we've seen from the kind of expansion
all
from
of this. The seasonal story for all of this, especially for this season particularly, has been tremendously well written. This probably is the best season that we've had in a very long time, even though it kind of like slowed down like a lot, and I mean a lot, after the climax, so. But this is definitely the best well-written season that we've had in a very, very, very long time. So let's get back to the video. I just wanted to go ahead and say that.
talk about the things that we love the most. How has that been making that transition? What was that inspiration that drove you to be like, you know what? I'm gonna put my application in. We'll see what happens.
Oh, this is my first gaming studio for sure.
Yeah.
It's getting into Bungie is interesting because I always wanted to be in tech. That's really where I started. For Destiny specifically, I played it every day, but I never really thought of it as a place to work until Black at Bungie. And so I reached out to a bunch of people on LinkedIn and was asking a bunch of questions. I was like, hey, look. So it was really amazing to be able to like get into the industry and get into Bungie.
Destiny for me was that was back when I was streaming for fun. It was just a hobby, but then it became just a lot more to me because it has all these things I love about games. I love RPGs and I love, you know, like the game feel of a Bungie game, right? When like you shoot that gun for the first time and it just feels good, you know.
Space magic.
Space magic.
Space magic.
And I always play the wizard, so I played the warlock.
You know, because that's all I want to do. I just want to cast space magic in every game that I play. So to me, the game's a lot. Like, it's kind of just, it gave me a career. It gave me like guidance in life for finding a community that I really love. And now I'm absurdly thankful that I can be a part of the team and hopefully make the game better to hopefully have that kind of impact on somebody else.
I knew that I wanted to work in gaming. I actually got the opportunity not from the Bungie career website, but from a Twitter post from a Twitter post. And I immediately sent a message and connected, and I was like, I want to talk about these marketing opportunities. And now I'm here.
Now you're here. You love to see it.
So, and it's just even now, just the fact that I'm sitting here, I'm just like,
you shot your shot, dude. That's what life's about.
Literally, I shot my shot. I'm like, this is what they mean, because you hear them throw that phrase around and you're just like, but what does it actually mean to shoot your shot? And it's like, no, it's like, you're not going to respond on Twitter. It's like, I'm going to find you in other places.
Even if you have those moments of doubt. Even if you have that moment of fear, because sometimes making a jump like that's scary.
It's scary.
If you're scared, do it anyway.
Yeah. The leap into Bungie was really similar to Will's story. This is my first role in gaming, so it was this like huge leap to. I had been working in marketing for a long time, but I really wanted to make the switch to something that I'm really passionate about and something that I love, because I think that's what makes work so magical, is when you get to work on something you really care about and you really, really love and you feel passionate about. So that for me was the kind of thing that pushed me towards shooting my shot and taking my shot a couple years ago and making the switch over to Bungie, and it's been incredible. There's moments like this where it feels very surreal, where you're like, what is happening? This is very, very, just like to have that, like, we all work at Bungie now, like we get to contribute to that thing that we all love so much, and that's incredible.
I'm sorry, but that's such a good point, because there's so many people that ask us like advice on how to get in, and I was rejected numerous times before finally getting that spot. And you know, I know it breaks my heart because so many other people are in that same position, and then they stop chasing that dream, because like this isn't my first gaming job. I've been working in this industry for almost 20 years and as a journalist, and it was really scary to make that jump. I felt like it was right. I kept applying for narrative, and you know, granted, I sent them not appropriate fan fiction as writing samples, so I get it. No hard feelings, I get it. And they were like, you know, it was just, they were like, hey, we think you'd be a good fit for community. Like, let's put you through that interview process, and we did that, and it was scary at first, but the more I kept interviewing, I was like, wait, no, this was made for me. Like, this is what I was supposed to do. And it was funny because all of that trepidation that first week left, because I felt like it was family.
I'd like to think that Bungie gives space for that human.
2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes.
It's a place where I can feel like I can be myself. It's a place where I am being taken care of, and I'd like to think that, you know, we're not perfect, and there's things we can improve upon.
Did not mean
but
to
we try to talk
get rid
about
of Discord.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. It was honestly so much fun just diving into your stories a little bit, not just like as devs and working on Bungie side, but as players before that and the journey into that. I'm really also excited for the upcoming showcase, so I'm gonna need you all to meet me in the back. We're gonna do a blanket burrito, and we're gonna hunker down with some popcorn, okay? Let's go.
Let's go.
So ready.
I'm excited.
Blanket burrito, yeah?
Yeah. Blanket burrito.
Right.
Comfort. We're both comfort here at Bungie.
Hello, old friend.
What? They're like corrupted gold. No. Are they using supers?
That's what I want in Destiny. I want darkness.
I just got chills.
This is everything I've ever wanted out of the story.
Multiple G-boards.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh.
Growth is nasty, son. Your life is full bit. No! Woo! The Leviathan is back. A scythe? A freaking scythe! Clear his colors.
He has given himself over to the witness.
Yay!
That was hot.
Okay. Oh, you look nasty.
What the frig? Is that the witness? Man, that's crazy!
Here we go, guys. Here we go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Welcome, Guardians. So awesome to be here with you again.
Last time we got up here, we got a chance to show you Savathun, the Witch Queen.
Oh, let's go, guys.
It's been a wild year for Destiny.
You returned to the original loot cave to reclaim the fabled Gallarhorn.
Gallarhorn.
You exorcised an ancient evil from a hive queen.
And turned it into
So
a
you
weapon.
could put it inside a grenade launcher.
Yep, exactly.
And now, you've been spending the past few weeks cleansing a derelict Leviathan from its twisted nightmares.
In fact, the last year has been the best year we've ever had in the Destiny community.
Exactly.
I hope you can feel it as well. And seeing this kind of reaction from our community, it's both humbling and inspiring.
Because our team here at Bungie, we're not just developers, we're also guardians. We're trying to build what we'd love to play in Destiny, and that's what brought each one of us here. Brought us not only to Bungie, but also brought all of us to
Okay,
this
let's
final
go, guys.
showdown between light and darkness.
So, without further ado, this is the beginning of the end.
Oh.
This is Lightfall.
Woo! Let's go! Let's go! Whoa!
When they see this glorious end,
Whoa, what? Whoa. What the fuck?
Our shame reveal what they do then.
Whoa! Are we fighting in the last seeding? What? What the fuck? What did he just do? What?
Because only in the end.
What is this? What is this Spider-Man thing? What? What? What is this Spider-Man thing? What?
Now, and every time I see it, I still kind of get goosebumps.
Instantly, I had chills. It's all here. It's all happening now. Things are finally coming to a head.
Thematically, we really have been honing in on that kind of bombastic, big set piece approach.
It's gonna be over-the-top action, adrenaline pumping, like the whole time.
This is really kicking off the conclusion to the Light and Dark saga, where we finally face down this foe that we've been anticipating facing for so long. It's pushing it to 11.
We've been hinting at this malicious force in the darkness that's
The
been
Witness.
our enemy behind a lot of our conflicts. We revealed that enemy, we put a name on it and put a face on it, and that enemy is the Witness. And the Witness is coming with its newly empowered disciple, Callus.
Callus is
Callus.
landing with a new and more powerful army than ever before. They've got new powers, they've got new armor, they've got tormentors to join their ranks that are going to be bigger and badder enemies than we've ever faced.
Oh
Callus is
my
taking that army
God.
that he's bringing with him to be the harbinger of the Witness's doom.
Harbinger of the Witness's doom.
This is such a pivotal moment for Destiny. Everyone is coming to have a last stand with Callus and the Witness to really avoid the next collapse, something that we've been trying to avoid ever since Destiny 1.
Oh, look at this city.
We see in the trailer that we're headed to Neptune, and on Neptune there's
Neptune?
a city called Neomuna, where an alternate version of humanity has been blooming since the collapse.
Neomuna.
Neomuna is the capital city of Neptune. It's a giant metropolis that we were completely unaware existed until now. What's interesting and exciting to me about this place is that it's pristine, it's new. It's not like a lot of the places that we've explored previously in Destiny.
Wait, what?
Exploring that space is very, very cool.
There's so much new stuff to discover in Neomuna and in Neptune. And also I saw some new characters there. I'm really excited to get to know Cloud Striders and their story.
Cloud Striders?
Can be compared to Guardians. They're both protectors of a civilization that's potentially under threat. But Guardians were chosen. It's their duty to protect humanity. Cloud Striders have chosen to protect their people.
There's like an awesome opportunity for the
Cloud
Guardians to
Striders,
learn
I
from the
love
Cloud
this.
Striders and their way of living and their philosophy of life.
So we've got the newness of that city, the newness of the Cloud Striders that we've never been aware of.
And then, of course, you get a glimpse of this green energy. I wonder what that is.
Are you really gonna tease?
Strand is the
Strand
power that we discover here. Something that's unique.
A new
about
darkness
Strand, unlike
power.
any of these other powers we've ever had before. When you play through Lightfall, you are discovering this power for the first time. No one in the universe ever in the history of Destiny has used Strand before.
This is the Guardian discovering darkness on their own and learning how to shape it and manipulate it and use it against Callus and his forces, and, you know, have fun in the new urban environment of Neomuna.
Yeah, Spider-Manning your way through it.
For a wild ride.
We just got a glimpse of our new destination, Neomuna, our new foe, Callus, and the Shadow Legion, paired with
the
Witness
Shadow Legion.
A very brief glimpse at Strand, but that's just barely scratching the surface of what this release has to offer.
Right, like what we've just seen in that trailer is just the tip of the iceberg, and we've got a whole lot more we're excited to show you coming up.
Last year, we wanted to return to our studio's roots in creating some of the best shooter campaigns in the industry.
That's been our legacy since Halo, and we tried to push that front and center in The Witch Queen.
And it's about more than just guns, but creating an adventure in a handcrafted world full of surprises. Then, we added the Legendary campaign option, because great combat needs to challenge you, to test your thumb skill, your tactics, and your build crafting.
Yes.
We heard loud and clear that you want more of that. In fact, 2 out of every 3 players that completed the Witch Queen campaign did it on Legendary.
You tested yourself against the Witch Queen in her Lucent Hive and rose to that challenge. And then you let us know it was one of the best shooter experiences that we've ever made.
It
So
was.
Lightfall, we want to push that even further. We want to give you the best Bungie action experience that we can create with the brand new Lightfall campaign.
Oh, campaign look!
Lightfall is going to change the way that our players move, fight, and explore everywhere in Destiny.
Neptune is this fantastic destination. The capital city of Neomuna is a really fun place.
Pre-alpha
to explore,
footage.
and it's this bright neon
Why
metropolis.
do you...
There's a harbor, office
Oh.
buildings, an arcade.
An arcade?
This is
Okay.
a city that we've made, and using Strand to traverse through it and explore it, it's going to be so exciting.
There's some places that once you whip out that grappling hook, ooh, you're gonna be able to explore. And
Look at that up there. I wonder if I can grapple to there. I'm going to be a kid in a candy store.
We have grappling! We can Spider-Man our way through this shit.
That is collapsed. It is a city that has lived through the collapse.
Neptune now has to deal
It
with
lived through the collapse.
and then being revealed to the world.
Oh
my God!
His capital ship and just like planted it right down in part of the city, and it's Cabal.
Callus's new capital
City
ship?
under siege. You've got this infiltrator vibe at times where you feel like a tactical team going into a skyscraper. You're dealing with Cabal roadblocks and patrols all throughout the city.
Oh!
The Shadow Legion, they provide that like characteristic Cabal brute strength. They're all about like volatility and power, and they've been enhanced now by pyramid technology. They have these suppression devices that can take away some of your super, or take away some of your abilities. And then they inside these terrifying new pyramid units called Tormentors.
As part of his
Tormentors!
discipleship to the Witness, Callus has been upgraded. And so the Tormentors that they've brought in are these impossibly huge, unstoppable behemoths. They wield scythes, they can attack close, they can drain your very life force from you. They are basically embodiments of terror.
It's like a boss character within the battlefield. Your stomach drops. You're like, okay, I'm playing through, I'm having fun, I'm popping heads, doing this thing.
Holy crap! Oh, I just saw that in the Twitch chat. Oh my god.
All the new stuff going into the game. Strand.
The city is like Halo 3 ODST.
Shadow Legion, a cool new environment. These are all a great setting for
I love this
the
even
Legendary
more.
campaign.
I love this even more.
Making sure that we go through and we tweak and tune and we balance the encounters to have that right challenging level of difficulty for players.
The Legendary campaign was a huge hit coming out of the Witch Queen. It was the first time we had done that sort of elected difficulty where you could really test your skill and test your power. And so we're going to bring that back for Lightfall.
Of course, we're still going to have that higher reward tier, and we still want to make sure that you get that inside track towards being raid ready.
Ow.
Everyone back in the studio is so hard at work.
The
on Lightfall,
Vex?
putting in the details and making this
What are the
whole
Vex doing
release
on
come
Neptune?
alive and continue to surprise and delight players. I am so excited to get this out.
Lightfall is unlike anything players have seen before in Destiny, and it's another step that sends you hurtling to the conclusion of the Light and Dark saga.
Oh! What the hell?
Come on, amazing.
I'm super excited to dive into Strand and talk about all the new stuff that we just saw.
Strand, like Stasis, is a power from the darkness. Unlike our light abilities, which are all about creation, darkness is more about consciousness.
Strand is psychic energy that forms this extra dimension, this sort of matrix that connects everything together, connects all living beings. And you, the Guardian, are sort of gaining the knowledge and gaining the power to peer into this alternate psychic universe and begin to pull at these threads, these wires that are connecting all of these living beings.
When Guardians learn how to use Strand, it's almost like this third eye opens up. It's about peeling back the curtain of reality, taking those connections and then weaving them into new objects.
Cool to see them come together. Like, it's always been there, and now that we can tap into it, we can use it for our benefit, whether it's through movement or through damage.
Strand has a grappling hook. Since you're seeing into this cosmic web, you are able to grapple at any point because the cosmic web exists everywhere. Even if there's not an object there, it will hook on to that web and pull you forward. It's just putting that destiny spin on it.
Yep. The grappling hook initially started as part of the Hunter's Kit, right? They're all about fluid movement, rapidly traversing space, and being very agile. But as we were developing, it's like, oh man, this feels like it's too much fun to just keep it to one class, right?
Yeah.
So we made the call to expand this super cool new ability across all 3 classes. On the design side, we wanted to come up with how each of the classes interpreted this additional psychic dimension, like in their own way, right? So the Warlock, they're the telekinetic master of Strand. So they're going to be able to telepathically reach into the Strand dimension, pull matter out, and weave it into this big barrage of these Strand missiles. Wherever they land, these missiles are actually going to unravel, sort of reweave themselves into a new form.
And you're able to weave these claws and do an area of damage around you, spinning and slashing.
The super I think I'm most excited for is the Hunter Rope Dart super.
Ooh, the Rope Dart
The
super.
Hunter does a flip and weaves these strands into this rope dart and is swinging it as they're kind of moving around. The first time I saw that, even in its kind of like rough state,
Wait a minute!
Blew my mind.
Wait a minute!
We've learned a lot.
We're getting a Ghost Rider super!
And we've taken those learnings about combat, movement, about build crafting. We've put that all into Strand, and I'm so excited to see where players take it once it's out there in the wild.
Hunters are getting a green-colored Ghost Rider super.
Destiny is a game that gets even better when you play with your friends. We want to create communities that are welcoming, inclusive, and that let you bring your old friends and make new ones. And since last year, over 5 million new Guardians have joined our ranks.
Oh, come on.
We believe that there are still millions more of your friends that would
I don't know
love
why it
to
keeps
play
doing that.
Destiny.
I don't know why.
And the things that you want to see us improve in Destiny are also exactly what's going to make it easier to convince your friends to come and check out the game.
It should be easier to create custom, incredible builds. Easier to find people to play with. Easier to swap from being that boss-melting, storm chaser-wielding, falling star juggernaut right into that
Arc
ultimate
3.0.
Dead Man's Tail shooting, Titan's Rampart crutching Sentinel.
And if none of what Joe just said makes sense to you, we want to fix that too. Because it's not about removing the depth that makes Destiny so great. It's instead about allowing everyone to dive deeper with ease.
The changes we're making to make Destiny easier to come into, changes to how you build your characters, changes to how you see what there is to do and what there is to accomplish. And in the year ahead, we're actually making it easier to form groups in Destiny so you can go and do some of the greatest content that Destiny has to offer.
All the teams are working together to build this experience, and so that's what's really exciting.
We keep on hearing from players like, hey, unless I have a friend to play with, I don't know what to do. And so what we're trying to give them is like, hey, here's a path to follow. Guardian ranks are basically like a knowledge ladder. We actually progress you through 11 ranks, and it's really like heavily focusing on like exposing players to all the systems of Destiny.
At some point, the story about you as a Guardian involves other Guardians and what they think about you. That is just a whole new dimension of your journey through Destiny that we've never really explored before. When you show up in the tower and you see that person who's at one of the highest ranks, you're going to know that you're looking at a player who's actually really demonstrated mastery of many of the different activities in Destiny, not just from our perspective, but from the perspective of other players. Some of the higher Guardian ranks will actually be asking for you to step up, to actually rise to the occasion and prove to other Guardians that you are a strong player and a strong leader.
A lot of people have groups that they already play with, but this will really provide people the opportunity to be recognized for helping other people learn the game, but also provide more people to play with on a regular basis.
In the year of Lightfall, we're going to actually be investing in building a looking for group system in Destiny itself. You'll be able to
And
look for other players,
LFG
you'll be able to find groups
built
that are
into
looking for players.
Destiny.
I'm so excited about being able to form groups in the next coming year because it can be really hard to get through some of the hard content solo, and making it so much easier to find people to play with is just going to make getting
You're
into
not going to
Destiny
need your phone
and
anymore.
getting
That's
awesome content
exactly
so
right. That's what
much
Twitch chat
easier.
just said.
Yeah, and they'll be able to say, this is a player who I can trust to lead me through the new raid. I want to join their group. Or they can say, these are players who are new to the activity. I want to take them for that first raid because that'll be a great experience for them and a valuable experience for me as a leader.
It's really going to help players come together and understand each other better when they've never met before. It's going to make the game so much more social, and I think that it's going to really make Destiny players feel like they're on one team.
So commendations is a feature that you'll experience towards the end of an activity. So you end the activity now and you get to see the screen that has all the people you played with. You can click on one of the Guardians and choose what experience you had with them. So like, were they a good team player? Were they fun to play with?
There's no better way to actually show how
commendations.
the person is as a teammate or as a leader than to have other players say, this person's a great teammate, this person's a great leader. It's really a system that's designed to let players show appreciation for each other.
Also, using the commendation system, people are going to be able to say like, hey, this person as a good leader, and looking at the Guardian rank system, they have a lot of experience. It's going to be, oh, that's the person I want to help me get through this hard content that I've been struggling with.
Social games like Destiny give you an opportunity to like really connect with other people and do things together and get to know each other. And with a system like LFG, you're making it so that more people can get that experience started than ever before.
Both the loadout screen and the mod manager are completely new features.
The mod manager is meant to make build construction Destiny a lot easier.
We all love our fashion game. Fashion game's amazing. And so we're going to take what we did for the fashion game and we're bringing it to the Buildcraft game. There's going to be one screen where you can go to and do your entire loadout for your character. It's going to be amazing.
So you'll be able to save the build that you've put together as a loadout and then switch between those things as you're going from activity to activity.
Yeah, I feel like with the new release of Destiny and the commendation system mixed with Guardian ranks, we're giving players even new aspirations. It isn't going to be just about power level. It won't just be about gear. It's also going to be about that Guardian rank. It's going to be about those commendations. It's all the ways that we're bringing players together.
So today, we are also launching a brand new season of Destiny 2.
Yep.
And as we've evolved our seasons over the years, we've learned a lot. And I think we've been able to deliver some amazing character moments and events for the community.
We're long past the era of content droughts. Instead, there are exciting story and events happening in Destiny almost every week, year-round. And we're not slowing down.
Each season, we want to keep raising the bar for narrative experiences in any live game. We want to keep pushing to create unexpected adventures that'll make every season of Destiny unique. And we want to keep listening and learning from you, the Destiny community, so that we can create the strongest seasons of any live service.
Because the witness is coming. And if we want to survive, we need a crew. We need to enrich our defenses. if you're feeling surly, maybe even loot our enemies.
We may even need to find a captain to join us on our next adventure in
What?
the season of plunder.
Whoa. Now this is the season that leaked. I'm not sure. Mithrax. Aramis.
I've read about them. What is the human word?
Pirates.
The full vanguard should be rallied to deal with these outlaws.
Well, anchors away.
Woo!
Show those pirates what happens when they crush Spiderhead. Hope you've got ammunition, Guardian.
Time to blow this rickety barge.
Oh my. What the fuck is that?
You got the goods, Guardian.
What the fuck? Pirates of the Caribbean in space, everybody. This is what we go to now.
Sorry, getting a little swept up in all this adventuring.
Oh, I cannot wait for this. And Aramis is back.
What are you most excited about for Season of Plunder?
Pirates. This season we said, what if we just go to the stars and dig up buried treasure?
We are unearthing a lot of mysteries and secrets. We're swashbuckling onto enemy spaceships. And then we're also learning a lot of things about some of our favorite characters.
We're gonna have an adventure this season.
Season of Plunder kicks off with Aramis being freed from her icy prison. She's collected old, fallen crews of pirates and rogue cabal together in order to hunt down mysterious relics and treasures.
It's time to meet your end.
So Guardians are tasked with stopping Aramis from collecting these relics. And in order to do that, you have to create your own crew of shady dealers and backroom brokers.
Are you hearing the music right now?
Ido and Spider are going to be helping you.
Anchors away. Ready when you are, Captain.
That's the beginning of Season of Plunder. What you're going to be doing is forming a pirate crew of your own. You're going to fill it with different crew members that you can recruit over the course of the season. Drifter is going to toss you the keys to your personal catch. Then you're just going to set out into the stars and do cool pirate stuff.
This season, we have multiple brand new activities coming that will really give you a sense of being on a pirate adventure. One of the mainstays of this season is a new 6-player offensive called Catch Crash.
When I saw the concept for the catch with the big mainsails on it, I just said, oh my god, this is going to be a fun season.
Yes, this is going to be a fun
Just like seeing Catch Crash through the different iterations, like fighting on the deck of the ship.
You get to become your own ammunition and launch yourself from a cannon to the other ship, and you are the weapon, so you're gonna go mess them up.
Oh, come on, give us proper space combat.
The second big activity we have coming this season is called Expedition. You're going to be guiding a massive drill that's looking for this buried, hidden pirate treasure, and you're going to have to be fending off of all these pirate crews trying to protect their hoards. And then our final new activity coming this season is what we're calling Pirate Hideouts.
We have so many like different little maps that you can piece together fragments of this season, and they lead you to the lair of the pirate lord, right? Their hideout.
These are their caves where they're hoarding all of their amazing treasures and their mysterious relics.
These relics are mysterious objects of dark power, and they're all over the system. We don't know exactly what it is they do yet, but if Aramis is trying to collect them, it's nothing good.
Taking the opportunity to line the ARC 3.0 update with the Fallen, it just ended up working out perfectly because You got all the simple arc weaponry and the arc shielded captains. It feels right with that release, almost like we planned it.
Arc is a damage type that's about proximity, right? It's about going fast up into your enemy spaces and like deleting them. It's the damage type for people that want to hold W. You don't want to retreat.
Unbridled aggression to the max.
Hunter is really about close range action, being fluid and dynamic and agile, evasive. So we're gonna give Arc Hunter a new super. We call it Gathering Storm, where you summon your Arc Staff, like twirl it above your head and then launch it out, and then it will embed into the ground or into like bosses or mini bosses or champions and jolt them. Like a big lightning strike will strike the staff and overcharge it. And while that staff is overcharged, it'll start Tesla coiling little lightning bolts out at nearby enemies. Warlock is kind of this elemental conduit. You are a class that will turn yourself into lightning. You will create things out of lightning. Previously, we had this exotic armor piece called Getaway Artist, where you consume your grenade and it'll make a what we call a sentient arc soul that fires faster and does more damage as a result. So we decided to roll that into base arc soul behavior. Anytime you are amplified, any arc soul you have from any source will become the supercharged version that will fire off just rapid fire bolts.
Titan's about being this unstoppable freight train. It's about this constant movement. So we gave Titans a new movement option, something that we felt like is going to be competitive in this new environment of air dodges and air slams. That's a new ability called Thruster. And it's all in first person. It's all very much in the heat of the moment. You see it happen. Its whole property is like rush down or get away. It's a movement tool to the max. There's gonna be this new melee ability called Thunderclap, which is like an amazing thing where he like charges his fist, all super flashy. It's our first ever charge melee, so you hold down the button, and as that cocks back and charges up, you'll end up doing more damage and getting a little bit more range. And speaking of like the whole goal of deleting things, I believe in PvP a full charge is a one-shot kill.
It is, oh yeah.
It's a little skillful to like pull off because you're gonna have to really read your opponent here. The whole through line with Arc is like, it really isn't that complicated. It's move fast, hit hard, and stay alive.
Oh, I cannot wait for this.
What I'm most excited about in Season of Plunder is that this is really a season that has a sense of adventure. Yeah. You're exploring the system, you're looking for pirate treasure, pirate relics. You're seeing the world evolve.
I love that with the activities in the season, like we just leaned really hard into the pirate fancies. I love that we have your own catch. I love that you're tracking down buried treasure and then going after the pirate leaders in their caves.
The interesting thing about Destiny is we're not just a fantasy game or a sci-fi game, we're kind of a blend of both. We take inspiration when we say pirates, it's old world pirates that you would see traditionally back in the 17 and 1800s. We have like a flintlock pistol, we have an exotic fusion rifle that plays different than fusion rifles you've ever seen before.
It's just like end to end, just really leaning into that spirit of like the pirate adventure. And let's also make it so that new players coming in can actually jump in and get started. The gift of the Thunder Gods is a starter kit. It's a set of armor, it's a Thunderlord exotic weapon.
So jump in, join your friends, set sail, become the captain, and build your crew today in Destiny.
Oh! King's Fall returns! The armor's back! The weapons are back! Golgoroth! Oryx.
Man, it is so awesome seeing King's Fall return to Destiny.
Yeah, actually, King's Fall was the first thing I got to work on at Bungie. And I'm thrilled that a whole new generation of Guardians will get to experience this refreshed and reloaded showdown with the Taken King.
So, we've shown you Lightfall. We've shown you the new damage type, Strand. We've shown you some of the deeper changes to the game that we're going to be making throughout the next year. But we have one more thing that we are excited to announce today.
What?
Destiny is coming to the Epic Game Store today.
Epic has been an absolutely fabulous partner to work with. They love Destiny. And we are just huge fans of what they've been doing in the social game space.
I think I know what's
When we
coming
first
up.
started working with Epic, we sat down and talked about the impact that their games have had on us. And they had a bunch of the same stories for us.
I think I know what's
They
coming
shared
next.
stories
I've
about
seen
playing the
this
Vault of
leak.
Glass and how much they enjoy the
I already
social
know what's
experience
coming.
in Destiny.
You
And I
guys
got to
might
talk about the summer
not.
of Fortnite Chapter 1, Season 5, when my whole family was laser focused, taking turns in the island to unlock Drift.
In addition to launching all of Destiny 2 on the Epic Game Store today, for the next week, if you download the game on Epic, we will give you the 30th anniversary for free. If you haven't
Really?
heard your Galahorn yet, or you haven't played the Grasp Dungeon, come to the Epic Game Store and you can jump in for free.
Wow.
We want to welcome all these new Guardians with a celebration. One that stretches a little further than the last city.
Wow, really? Wow.
A few years ago, we shared our plans for the Light and Darkness saga.
Wow.
This journey, years in the making, is coming to an end. Since we started charting our own course, we've been building this story. Across 5 years of expansions, since the first pyramid ship emerged in Shadowkeep and we first spoke to the darkness. Then, across Beyond Light, the Witch Queen, and coming up in Lightfall in the final shape, we're building towards a climactic collision between the powers of light and dark.
We've also been working on the Destiny engine behind the scenes, preparing our technology and our game to last for many, many years to come. Because Destiny 2 is not going anywhere, and neither are your expansions. We want this story, since we first communed with the darkness on the moon, to be fully playable, start to finish. And we're happy to announce today that we are not planning to sunset any more expansions. We want the Destiny
Exactly.
universe to grow, and we're going to continue to do everything that we can behind the scenes.
No more
to keep it possible
sunsetting.
within our game engine.
But enough about the distant future. Let's talk about today, the best day all year to jump into Destiny.
Yes, because if you're looking to catch up, right now, all expansions are free to play for this entire week on every platform for everyone.
Right now, Season of Plunder is live, and the Helm's got a set of supercharged art gear for anyone looking to catch up on the fun.
Destiny is live on the Epic Game Store. You can download it for free, and you can get the 30th anniversary pack as your welcome gift.
And if you liked what you saw about the future, right now, pre-orders for Lightfall are live on all platforms. And anyone who purchases the annual pass gets the exotic auto rifle Quicksilver Storm today.
Today is a perfect day to play Destiny.
So we'll see you in game.
When they see this glorious end, they will come for us.
I've read about them. What is the human word?
Pirates.
I was expecting a lot with this season. A lot. I was not expecting all of this. Ghost Rider Super.
Is who they are.
Okay, guys. Okay. Okay. We need to talk. We need to talk. Holy crap. I can't. Pirates of the Caribbean in fucking space. Strand Super, and the hunters get a version of that super for, which is basically a green version of Ghost Rider's chain. Arc 3.0. And on top of all of that, a new location, an untouched new location on Neptune, of all places, with a new faction called the Cloud Striders against Callus's and the Witnesses' Shadow Legion. And not only that, for this season, the season of the Plunder, we get all the characters that have been shown. The Drifter. We get the Drifter. We get Mithrax, whatever you want to call him. We get his daughter, Ido. Finally, we get Ido. We've heard her voice. We've never seen what she looks like. We get the Spider to come back. And to top all of that off, Aramis fucking returns. Aramis is free from her icy prison and has now put together a pirate crew of Fallen and Cabal. And we are going to be taking part in Pirates of the Caribbean styled space battles against multiple pirate ships with our very own Fallen Ketch. What the fuck? Like I said, I was expecting a lot this season. This is more. This is way more than what I ever could have expected. Built-in LFG in Destiny. Loadouts in Destiny. King's Fall returns. I'm sad that Wrath of Machine is not returning, but King's Fall returns. With the weapons. With the armor. Legendary campaign comes back for Lightfall. Callus is the main enemy in Lightfall. And for the people in the Epic's Game Store, they get the 30th anniversary pack for free if they sign on to Destiny 2 right now, if they play Destiny 2 right now. And throughout all this week, all of the expansions that we have right now that are not Sunset, Beyond Light, Shadowkeep, and the Witch Queen, for this week only, it is all absolutely free to play. And now I gotta go and pre-order Lightfall so I can get the new auto rifle, which they said, I think they said that you get it today, but I'm not sure because I thought that was going to come with the expansion, but whatever. Whatever. And pirate-themed music. Thank God, more pirate-themed music. This was way better than what I imagined it to be. Way better. I thought we were going to get the Fall of the Last City in Lightfall. I didn't know that that is only not the case whatsoever. We are going to Neptune. Neptune, a new location. Oh, and on top of all of that, no more sunsetting. Thank fucking God. No more sunsetting. This stream has exceeded my expectations have been exceeded exponentially. My expectations were here. What they showed brought my hype all the way up to the ceiling of my roof. Maybe even past that. And they say it's available today, but the thing is, I'm not getting it today. Maybe if I... Okay. You don't see it on here. You don't see it. You're not going to be able to see it, but there should be an update that we get for this game. Hopefully it loads. Please load. I don't think it's going to load. It may be a while before I can actually get to load, but whatever. I'm going to try and get into Destiny right now. I mean, they say it's available right now, but I am not sure. I'm not sure yet, so go ahead, jump. You know, usually you would have to wait for an update, but for some reason, no update. Okay, there we go. Wait, okay. Why are... Okay, go to My Games and Apps. See all. Queue. Pause all. Okay, so it just went down for maintenance. It just went down for maintenance, so it's gonna be a while before we can actually get into the game, but I think I might just end the stream right now. I know I don't have many people watching, but oh well, I thoroughly enjoyed this. So I think what I'm going to do is My god, this was... My throat hurts. A lot. Oh, my head hurts. Holy crap. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that I'm being silent right now. I'm just like... Well, unfortunately, there isn't a lot for me to do right now. Until the maintenance is done. I cannot wait to play this. I think I may just have to pause the stream and then come back when it's finally ready, finally time to play. Because this is... Let me at least see if I can log into Destiny right now. If the maintenance is done. It's probably not. Okay, so update should be online. I may have to restart the Xbox to do that, so I'm gonna restart the console. Wow, really? I have internet. What the Let's try it again. Okay, what the okay, just go to settings. I guess I have to restart the console again because internet fucking went down. For some reason it didn't go down on this, it just went down on Xbox, so... we go. Oh my god, stop updating other games. Okay, I might not be able to get on, because looks like the updates are not available. Perfect. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't even drop in frames that one bit. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go ahead and end the stream. So, I don't get to play, unfortunately, since the update is not available, but I am happy with what I have seen. Extremely happy. So, if you guys liked what you see, make sure to subscribe to the channel, click that bell notification so you stay up to date with the latest and greatest content creations. Like this video up, comment down below, all that jazz. Couple things I want to get through. First of all, Pipeline Destruction, the cover that my friend and I are doing. It's taken a little bit longer than what we initially thought. So once everything is like finished and whatnot, we'll upload it. It may be a while before it comes out. There are 2 more songs that we are doing. One is, well, both are actually for my novella that I'm writing with 3 other people. So be on the lookout for those. By the way, it is a Halo novella, not Ace Combat, so just thought I'd let you know. And expect another mashup to come in soon, since Vincent Moretto has decided to put out a Pipeline Destruction cover of his own. So expect a mashup very, very soon. So I'm gonna end the stream. Hopefully the update will finally be available and we'll get everything taken care of, and yeah. So thank you everyone who joined in, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.